tooth.
This might be my favorite Corona of the year so far. Damn, this thing is good. So,
What do we got? We got 230 left. Who we got? Rob Real.
of course, we got Larry in.
How do we post memes in here? Can you not still to this day? You can't do photos inside of here? That's weak. Cool, we're on there. Oh, you. Yep. You got the same one? I didn't get mine at all.
We got it from Ron.
Ron got it. Did you get yours from Amazon?
Yeah.
Then
Ron, did you get yours from Amazon? Gosh,
You
darn.
Bluetooth, is it, Ron? You like it? Oh, yeah. Works great.
Those to the moon. I second that so I can dump mine and get out of it forever.
What do you have?
What? What's up? We are at 145. Hit it. You don't talk about those. Yeah, talk about who you voted for. We don't talk about those.
Got no guitar, got a fine cigar. Slow down a bit, get a lit and let the blues lay where they are. Cause the blues some days, they won't let go. They won't let go. But it's Saturday, we're at the shop today. Let's celebrate, light up an anime, raise a toast.
Let's go.
Watch the blues go up in smoke. Watch the blues go up in smoke.
If we tap into your audience, we're gonna be rich, man.
I got an old cigar, and she's a fine cigar.
Let's go. 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
How long is that startup song? Minute 20 seconds. Okay, that's good to know. 10 seconds left. Oh yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1,
Bam! Boom! Just like that, here we are back home in Frisco.
we are back home, and boy, it feels good to be back home.
It does, because you know why?
Why?
It's Saturday.
And it's at the shop. And on today's show, we have
6 Frisco men eat all the food in Las Vegas.
for sure.
For sure. Calling all players to the ball.
You know where that's going?
I know where that's going. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Delta 8 gummy review coming later today.
From that guy.
What?
And how about just make one up off the top of your head right now?
You're my favorite.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. What's up? Good morning, everybody. If you're watching this, we have Tales from the Lounge. We have Cigars and Guns.
Yeah.
What's happening? What's up? And we have our own channel as well.
We have a lot of channels. We have Nate, just went that way. We have JP's balls over here. I mean, it's a celebrity
we got Skippy back here.
celebrity encrusted event.
Right here. No. They see you, Skip. Trust me. Oh, yeah. They
Yeah.
actually don't see you up there.
Oh,
Good morning, Sean Rats. We have Maria Teresa Corale Willoughby coming in. Buongiorno.
buongiorno. Is she coming in from Italy? No. Oh, okay. Well, I
She's
thought-
in where? Oh, she's in the colony?
Oh,
I thought this was an international show.
Good day, Miss. Did you hear that? The Italian part?
That's
Miss.
Everyone who's watching,
What?
especially those who are on Facebook, share this. We've got a lot of cigars.
Yeah.
Share this.
Let's give something away.
We're going to give this away. This is the Antonio family as part of the Hoya de Nicaragua series. I think there are like 4 cigars in here. We're going to give it away. Share it, hit done,
Yeah.
and Ron's going to pick somebody out.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again. Rocky Webb's going to win again.
Yeah.
Buongiorno to all of you as well. All right.
So we went to Vegas,
We
right?
did.
We went to the TPE show, and it is a split show. It has cigars, and then it has the weed CBD world, right? Whoever is back there that has audio up, I don't want to hear myself once, let alone twice.
Amen.
Got it?
Whoever it is that's watching it, it's going to be in 15 seconds they're going to hear it come through.
Yeah. Well, they're here, so they would have heard us say it in real time.
What we got there?
All right, so, but here was one of the many proud moments. One of the proud moments was to see how much food you guys can consume in one area, in one sitting. But one of the things that we were extremely proud of is the people that put on the trade show is called Tobacco Business Magazine. This is the industry's leading trade magazine for the premium cigar, tobacco, pipe, the whole tobacco world.
Yep.
This is the premium one. And we were proud to be featured in this magazine with I'll keep scrolling. We'll actually post a link to this, but there's actually 6 pages inside the magazine dedicated to ICC and what and how we do it different.
Exactly.
So it is the recipe for any other retailer to follow and do what we're doing.
We did it, and unfortunately, the gentleman interviewed me. So most of this, what I'd like to say is, I just want to say thank you very much to Antoine Reed. Thank you for this. I said most of this, and then you also made up the rest of the quotes that made me sound good. So
well, at least
so most of these things, if you know me, you're gonna know I said most of these and go, the rest shouldn't sound like something he said.
Yeah. At least your quotes sounded good when you made them up.
I'd sound like a God-fearing Texan.
Yeah, that was for sure. But we went to the TPE trade show this week. Got back last night, and in fact, Andrew's still there. But we had a good show. The show itself is slightly smaller than the industry's largest show, but it was the first show in Las Vegas post-COVID, so it was a little funky to not be able to smoke cigars walking down the aisles, even though we did. It felt like we were breaking the law everywhere we went.
Yeah, overall, how do you feel that show went?
It was kind of
this way, or are you going this way?
I'm kind of stuck in the middle.
I'm right dead in the middle too. It's kind of purgatory for me.
Yeah.
It was cool in some senses, but then it was really rough in other senses. Vis-a-vis 6 a.m. walking around the strip, and then
that wasn't the
10 a.m.
show's fault.
Oh, that was Elliot's fault.
That was Elliot's fault.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. No, the show was good.
that was but when we talk about the fact that we review all these cigars, this is just one bag of 5 bags of cigars that we go through and smoke to see if they can earn a spot on our floor. We have a couple of lines that we're very excited about. I think, what were a couple of the lines that you saw that that maybe we carry that you were excited about?
I will tell you there's one, and there's one called Pichardo. You guys will know this name if you're familiar with Mil Diaz or La Coalición.
Right,
They're
from
guys
Crown Heads.
From Crown Heads. Well, the farmer called Ace Prime has a company called Pichardo.
Right, Luciano,
right?
Or Luciano was his name.
That's actually right. I think it's Luciano.
Yeah,
something like that. However, he's got a line of cigars that I would say rival the Mil Diaz, live in that similar wheelhouse.
Right.
And
it was.
I
that
think
was my surprise cigar of the show. Mm-hmm. It's not a cigar that we have the brand, but that particular cigar I think has to get in the humidor.
Yep.
To watch a cigar, first of all, we got to meet Luciano. I think is his name.
How do you say it? Oh, so both ways you said it right.
So got a chance to meet him, and when he started talking about his fermentation process, and when he starts talking about yeast, and he starts talking about all of these different things that made his Reserva, he's like, do you want to hear the long version or the short version? We're like, whatever. And I think we got the short version. I think it could have went on for hours. But to listen to the way that he stores the prop, he wants to get the yeast active faster. So he has to store it in a certain room at a certain temperature in order to do this properly. I mean, this guy was just nerded out on the tobacco side of it, which I really got into. Then smoked a cigar, and the Mil Diaz from Crown Heads is probably my favorite cigar of 2021 so far.
Wow.
I mean, new cigars coming in, that is probably my favorite. So I like where his palate is. I like where he blends. But this it was called Picardo.
I think it's either Picardo or Pichardo.
Pichardo, maybe it is Pichardo. But we smoked the cigar that night, and the ash, the burn line, everything on that cigar was perfect, and it fell right in my 5-6 wheelhouse. I really enjoyed it.
I think for me, the thing that I really enjoyed was he takes that fermentation process very seriously, and after a cigar is rolled, it goes through something called micro fermentation where it all marries together.
Right.
Well, he essentially takes all of his rolled cigars and puts them in Vac-seal bags, essentially.
Right.
He pulls the air out so that way the bacteria and yeast balance is there. So it forces the marriage of the tobaccos together, and he ages it for a year. So even if we get in a new batch of cigars, they have over a year of post-rolled age. So it's all going to be right in the pocket.
No, and they were kind of in the $10 to $12 range. I was thoroughly impressed with that. I was very happy with that. One of the lines, I'm smoking the new Corona that is actually being announced, I think, at PCA. I don't think this is a pre-production. But one of the lines that we have, Jake Wyatt, we were quick to bring the line on, loved the flavor of the cigar, but the performance on the cigar wasn't consistent. Some would burn great, some would burn a little tight. Or
some would pop. I mean,
some would pop. There were issues, but with a new company, these guys, we gave them our feedback, and they were so quick to respond. So to me, it wasn't as how you fall, it's how you get up. These guys went and bought a draw tester, flew to the Dominican, and then hired away the guy that's in charge of quality control of the Opus line at Fuente, and put all of this to work. So now we're getting a chance to taste their stuff post-quality control. What they learned is what a lot of new manufacturers don't understand is the day that they cut the order and say that they smoke all the samples, they go, this is the cigar we're gonna do, we'll take 10,000 of each, and then they leave, and the guys in the factory go, are the gringos gone? Okay, yeah,
Let's
do
make
whatever
them
the hell you
10,000.
want. We'll make them 10,000.
Yep.
And the quality control goes out the window. So these guys took the measures to correct that. This cigar, the draw is, I mean, I would give it a 10 in our ranking system. So it is, this is the Herbert Spencer, and it's a beautiful Corona. So
cool.
I'm excited about that. I'm really happy for that line. They're really excited to do some stuff with us, events and things like that. So I was very encouraged with that. The other thing I was excited about is to see 1 year later the attitude of the marketplace on Crux. To just see the industry, to listen to industry guys talk about Crux has upped their game dramatically, which is a big tribute to you and Go Local. Rebranding, the traction that they're getting, it was great to see that because we just love the Hogans from Crux.
But here's the reality of the situation. Here's the serious side of what we saw at the show. We saw a year in 2020 that the demand of cigars increased more than any year in the history of cigars. And at that same time was also locked down. And there were a number of hurricanes that hit Central America. So you have the product diminish immensely and the demand triple.
Right.
And we're in this weird spot where those who planned ahead, Crux being one of them, they're in good shape.
Yep.
But the rest of the industry, they are shitting their pants on how they're going to.
They don't know what to do.
So that was a lot of our poking and prodding, and not only evaluating new cigars, but figuring out who's going to have cigars.
Right.
because there are a lot of lines that are going to go vacant, and you see that, and it kills us to watch lines like Foundation. They're all so back ordered.
Right.
They weren't ready for it.
Well, they got the 1-2 punch. Not only do you have the problems in Central America with just tobacco being hammered by hurricanes and all the other issues, being shut down with COVID twice in the case of Honduras. You have those issues, but then when you have somebody like Foundation that's using Pennsylvania broadleaf, Connecticut broadleaf, it's just rare tobacco that you just can't get enough of it in the first place. So I was very encouraged. So everybody's in a good mood, but I think everybody is
Panicked.
They're panicked. They're not.
Panicked.
Some admit it, some don't.
Yep.
But I think overall, it's good to see where the industry's going.
Yep.
Good to see
Frank down there agreeing with you. In those times, it was tough to know who's going to have it.
Yeah.
So if you see that, if you go into your lounge wherever you are, be it ours or somewhere else in the country, just know if there are vacancies there, it's probably just due to the product availability, not necessarily.
Yeah.
And if you go somewhere and it's 100% stocked all the way through, then they're just buying what they can get. So
Yeah.
it's going to be. You'll have to start using your mind here over the next year.
It was interesting. I heard 2 different manufacturers that were talking about their business being up, and I said, "What do you attribute that to?" And they said, "We had product." Now, it wasn't because they had product because they planned well, because they had product because it didn't sell well in the first place. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden their product became desirable because they had it.
Yeah.
And that's not a reason to throw
You know
it
what?
out. You'll notice that there's a lot of people out front today.
Yeah, this is, you know what? Can I see that real quick? Did you see where
Oh, that hurt.
I love you. I just want to tell you, I love you. And love on your pops today.
Love hurts.
Love on your pops today because a dear friend of ours lost his father a couple days ago.
Who's that?
Travis.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So, love on your pops today.
Do that.
Call him.
Sorry about that, Travis. Let's give him a hug.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving now.
Yeah.
Because
let's do that.
Let's talk about when you're.
While he's trying to learn to read.
No.
If you're coming into us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know where you're coming in from. We will say good morning to you in your foreign tongue. You will think that we are right there.
You know, only about 8 or 10 people know that that's a joke, because Mike Valenti on Monday, he said, "I know, what is this good day?" That's Australian.
Yeah.
Doesn't your dad know that that's Australian? I said,
Bitch,
don't you know you're fired?
Pay
Get out of here.
attention.
Now
Step into my
we move
office.
to the next segment where you talk about how your father, who's been sober for your entire existence, just grabbed a gummy in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And started passing them out.
Yeah, so I'm.
What in the hell?
I always remembered when I was a kid, and some of your friends would veer off in high school and decide to go the route of weed. And then I grew up through the 80s, and I don't know that I've actually ever seen cocaine in person. Sold a lot of it, but I didn't know what I was selling.
More of a dealer, though.
But yeah, I was always told that you would go schizo if you had weed.
And then
I was afraid that my mom, your grandmother, would see me in a schizo state and whoop my ass, all 5'1" of her.
Uh-huh.
So, so I ripped off a piece of blueberry sour gummy because A, I like blueberry, B, I like sour
gummies,
and then apparently I was talking about, instead of texting a group of people, I faxed them.
Oh.
So it took me back in time apparently to 1991. Where I was faxing people.
It was funny because I ate it 30 minutes before everyone else, so it hit me in the taxi to the hotel, and I'm sitting in there quiet, spacey, in my head, and I'm going, boy, these guys have no idea what's about to hit them, and I'm not going to tell them because I'm just going to let it go.
I was very comfortable.
Oh, and then at dinner, everyone said about 3-4 words, just mellow. It felt kind of like you're on a hammock on a beach, where you don't need to say anything, you're just kind of floating about.
Yeah, there was
felt
that. Like. But no, so I'm schizo and I'm not going to pass drug tests.
And they gave, so as a part of the trade show we just went to, it's Tobaccos Plus. And Plus is CBD, Delta 8, paraphernalia, all sorts of stuff. And the amount, cigar guys were real stingy on giving samples. It was like I was trick-or-treating. I had just a pillowcase sack full of this stuff. I have pounds of this.
Yeah, you want to talk about, there is very little profit margin in cigars. In that gummy shit, there's got to be a lot of margin because they're giving it away to everybody.
And if anyone tells me they're not marketing to kids, the fact that I had to come home, put it on the table and say to my wife, don't let our 4-year-old see this because she's going to eat it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's just not going to fly for too much longer.
No, it was...
but we got in. We've got Garsick in. We've got Bill Lee in. We've got Brian Lawson in. Sean Ratz. Damn, sorry to hear that, Travis. Yeah, loving on you today.
Garsick is in. Garsick, come in here. I haven't seen you or hugged you in a long time.
Yeah, Marty Upton. Good day from Rudy's.
Rudy's. Good day, mate. He's a Rudy's. He's a block away.
I know.
Bring us some tacos, bitch. That's how you say that when somebody's at Rudy's.
Damn, that's super aggressive.
Well, how would you have said it?
Hey, Marty, you want to bring me like maybe a breakfast taco or two?
That's passive aggressive. That's what
Find
I'm
in the middle.
talking about with this kid. That's why you're never going to make it in life.
That's a good point.
Sometimes you got to go for the hammer close.
I was raised wrong.
That's it. I blame your nanny.
The one that dropped Nate on his head.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, true story.
All right.
Very hard.
Very hard. So
That's why he's standing in the middle of the
we're
street
gonna bump
waving at
this,
cars.
share this, comment done. In 2 minutes time, Ron is going to pick somebody that he likes.
He better start now because it takes him 2 minutes. We can't afford the dead air. So what else did we? So the show itself was great. We are literally in the process. There were several lines that were very intriguing.
How about the Bacak brothers?
I like those guys.
I like the cut of their jib.
I do. I like the guys. They're out of Houston. I like the way you put it. That their name is BOCOCK. So we were kind of joking, but you actually talked about how they leaned into it. Their
did.
logo is a rooster
Wearing a bow.
with a bow tie.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was Bocock or if that's how you spelled Bacak. Like a chicken. Bacak.
Yeah.
Their name is Bacak, and I think a couple of the gentlemen, we met them, really cool. And
Really cool
I
guys.
didn't know
One
where-
was from LSU. He went to LSU,
Yep.
so they have a lot of purple colors and stuff.
I smoked it. They actually use Plasencia as a
Plasencia
producer
is their
out of-
farmer.
out of Nicaragua.
Yep.
I'm sorry, out of Honduras. And the guys are great personalities, and I'm nervous about the line because I don't know what their price point is. I've tried a couple of cigars. I like them. I don't want it to be a joke line because of the name and the branding, because I want it to be a serious cigar. But with them being in Houston and also familiar with the lounge, if their personality is here and connected, I think it's a line that could work very well for us.
In fact, one of them wanted to take a picture with us because he's a regular watching the show.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
You start to see how this is really making more of a splash outside of our four walls.
Yeah.
And just want to say thank you for everyone who takes the time to watch us.
Yes.
It's a
Absolutely.
blast. It's a
Yeah,
blast.
it was an eye opener to find out how many. We met with the chief operating officer of a major manufacturer that's had some recent number ones in Cigar Aficionado, and for him to come up and go, oh no, we know who you are in Miami. We watch you guys all the time, and I thought that was really just shows you a lot of people just don't have any time in their life. I mean,
That's exactly what I'm thinking too. But if we're talking about making time and we're talking about starting to plan ahead a little bit, one of the manufacturers we spoke with was one of the coolest conversations that I had when we were there, which is Oscar. Oscar Valadares. And this is calling all players to the ball.
Yes.
We're going to do a Superfly base first Friday. Also, that will be August 6th, the day before his 60th.
Yep.
And we're going to do Players Ball Superfly night here at the lounge. and
close.
and Oscar Valadares. It sounds like Oscar is going to be here.
Oscar will be here.
You guys all know The Leaf by Oscar and many others,
But today he is best known by Superfly.
Mm-hmm.
He showed us a new cigar that will be out, that we may be able to do a launch of his 80s themed cigar.
I don't think we can talk about it yet.
No, I don't want to say anything about it, but it would be cool to be able to show that. But I think it's a Superfly night. I think it is. I mean, if we're talking about big hats for the Derby, we got to be talking about big pimp hats.
Oh,
this.
you're going big pimp
Oh, you
hats.
got to go big pimp hat.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm getting a cane. I'm going to borrow one of Demery's cane.
Yep. You got a new collection with all the cigars. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting deeper and wider in their line. This new one that's coming out, get it before he gets sued, because it is.
Yeah, he's going to get sued.
He's getting sued for this
Oh, yeah.
one.
No, yeah. These guys don't. They must not have intellectual property in Central America, because they're going to learn the hard way.
So we should do a limited drop so you can get the first boxes. The box is going to be holographic. It's a lenticular.
Lenticular,
print.
yeah. That moves as the image moves as you rotate it.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Those guys, they really do it right, and we're looking forward to doing some cool stuff with them.
Yeah, their stuff does very well here. So excited about that. We saw the folks at Gran Habano. They had a couple of cigars that I think we may look at expanding, because the line does so well in the blue and green. The Black Dahlia does really well.
Yep.
They have a couple others that we're taking a look at. So
Dustin
really excited.
Carter says he rolls Superfly all the time. He'll bring his pimp cane. He has been pimping ever since his
motorcycle accident. Yeah.
It ain't hard being a pimp.
No, it
Or
isn't.
turning on gravel.
No.
Whiskey throttle.
The struggle's real, isn't it?
Struggle is real.
Yeah. So it is. So we're excited about that. Great to see all of our family at Crux. It was great to see Oliver back in the thing. So do we have a name?
Yes. Rob Real.
Rob Real.
Keeping it real.
Keep it real. We got cigars with your name on them. Just send us.
Tell them where to send the $10.
What's that? Yeah, send the $10 to Ron.
$10 to Ron, and we'll send you $10 worth of cigars.
That's still a great deal, because you get 4 cigars for $10 straight to Ron.
Yeah,
It's called sponsorship, baby.
that's it.
That's it. So let it rock and roll on that side. What else do we have?
Let's see.
Pipes.
Pipes. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
I will say, the biggest surprise to me is how many people have heard that we're bringing in pipes and are excited about bringing in pipes.
You know, it is a category of product that we've never sold, because we don't know the category. If we don't know it, we're not going to sell it. And lo and behold, 2 guys that we hired about maybe just a little less than a year ago, those guys, one of them is world-renowned pipe maker, Tyler Beard. Ted is, those guys actually knew each other from a pipe club locally in Dallas. Mm-hmm. And these guys know more about pipes, I guarantee you, than we know about cigars.
Maybe.
Guaranteed.
Maybe.
Definitely, for sure, Tyler.
It's-
I think both of them.
It's very.
So anyway, we're going to do, we're actually going to create a pack that will be corncob pipe, lighter. I met with Weissel. They have a pipe lighter that has all the tools on it.
Great.
It looks like a little Swiss Army knife. We'll have that. We're going to do like 5 pouches of different pipe tobaccos, and all of that will all be bundled together, and it'll be like $30, whatever it shakes out to be.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a series of pipe 101s, and learn how to use it, learn how to smoke it, and the stuff. Of course, the way we're going to go about things is we're going to find the hard to find, rare stuff. That's the stuff that we're going to sell. The nice thing is it's tins. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So we're really excited about that.
When you talk about the product, it's very important to know when you come here, we're going to do it different than what you'll see at some other tobacconist, where they have jars of cherry flavor, vanilla flavor. That is similar to just having a whole lineup of acids and that.
Yeah.
We're focused on much more of the vintage selections on things that are not produced anymore, on tobaccos that are just very unique and unflavored and has just a very, I don't know, very vibrant experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, so if you're out there and you have the little wave function, just wave at us if it's something that you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a series of these Pipe 101s so that if you miss the first one or two, but it's something that we'll ultimately get into. You can see, I mean, we have $1,000 lighters, right? And you think about how many people are buying them. We sell quite a few. But the amount of people that are buying $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 pipes boggles my mind.
And I can't tell the difference between that and a $40 pipe, to be honest. The corn cob, you can tell. You can tell the difference.
But see, corn cob is so right up our alley with the Nebraska way that it just seems like it makes perfect sense.
It's a good start. It's really cool.
I noticed JP smokes, it must be pipe tobacco, and he does it in an apple. So I'm not sure if you get an apple pipe. Where do you get those at? I heard they make them for you at that vape shop down the street.
Oh my goodness. We got Burgundy Geek coming in. Maggie.
She's coming in from
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
So how you doing there? Good morning. Good day, miss. How you all doing? Come on down. It sounds exactly.
It does sound
exactly.
Good. Yeah, the corn cob pipes. Yeah, you can tell the difference. But I have been very surprised on how enjoyable it is. It really makes you slow down because you can smoke a cigar and work and it's going to stay lit, but you're not smoking a pipe and doing anything but smoking a pipe and slowing down because it is a pain in the ass.
And
but in a good way.
Hey, Biz, come over here.
Oh.
Biz is...
No more. I can't take
Hey, you want some food?
My brother. Busy went with us to his first show experience. And we've discussed the food ad nauseum because we're still nauseous. But what was your takeaway of your first tobacco trade show?
I want to smoke weed. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Not for real. I learned a lot. The biggest thing for me was I got to see the difference in what we do to what others do. I got a chance to see the relationships that these guys really have with manufacturers.
Yeah, that was good.
And you got, when you look at somebody in the eye, they're way more honest versus on the phone, on an email, and when it's not the rep. No diss against the reps, but when you actually have the manufacturer, the man that blended this, created this, generations in front of you, and they had a deep conversation, everything was genuine. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And I saw some of the footage at Busy Grab. Just look out because we're doing a little back end to tell the story on our side.
Yeah, we need to knock that out the next couple of days. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. It was, what a blast. Such a blessing to have you.
I'm going to go to the humidor and pass back out because I'm still full from when we ate yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that was rough though, for being honest.
That was. I'm gonna bow cock it.
You're going to cock it?
I'm gonna cock the bow.
Put the easy.
Hey, this is a family show. For those of you guys that are wondering where JP's balls are at this morning, they're right over there.
They're sitting over there.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're not doing anything and you're in Frisco, Texas, and you like cars, we've got about, looks like maybe 40 out there right now.
It's
There's
a light
McLaren
show.
out
They've been
there.
sending all of them down this way, so we're not watching a bunch of squirrels run past.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I want to talk here briefly because it's about a month away. That is Night at the Factory. Night at the Factory is June 11th. That's Friday, June 11th.
Yeah.
Edgar's going to be here. You guys are in, right? The Stretto's in. We'll have chocolate. We'll have music. We're going to have everything but the 5 senses of what it's like to be at a factory.
Yeah.
Including watching a live roller, being a part of the blending process. There are going to be a couple of different cigars that you'll be able to purchase. There's going to actually be a mystery box that Edgar is going to be compiling of his favorite factory cigars, unbanded, unbranded, and this is basically wiping out all of his personal collection. Those will be for sale the night of the event. They'll come in 10-pack boxes with some custom artwork on there just available that night. It's going to be a blast. We do have tickets left as far as GA. All the VIPs are out, but make sure you get that. Make sure you hop on it. It's on Eventbrite. It's on our website. It's everywhere. But you'll definitely want to be there for it. Let's see.
Westgate's coming in and said we can run over to his house and get his Lambo out of his garage.
No problem.
We got it. We're going to go do some of those Mustang things. What's that? Cocksteaks are pretty good.
See, this is my problem with the line. No matter how good it is, it might be too playful. With your cock?
The last name,
Hancock. Oh, if the Bowcocks and the Hancocks got together, we could have a parade.
That's like
pride
that's a
parade.
Hatfield and McCoy kind of thing. I can tell that right now. We're gonna have a big cockfight in here. Let's do a cockfight event.
Let's not.
Let's just, I mean,
Oh, like a real cockfight?
like a real cockfight. I mean, they
Night
have
at
to
the
put this-
factory.
Night. Well, that would be special. But no, I think if we kicked it off with this event and just set up a cockfighting ring right in the center. I mean, they don't have to die. Unless Mark Sheeran wants to bring a smoker, the loser could go in the smoker, and then we can have him later on in the night. Very good.
Cockfights. Oh. Stop playing. See, I think this is the ultimate longevity of the line that makes me nervous. It's just the name.
It definitely is it's definitely a Plasencia Honduran cigar, which is what Cavalier is.
Yep.
But very good. That Maya Silva is the same thing.
Maya Silva could work. Yeah, I'm looking forward to try it. We do have some new lines that we're evaluating, but the not so fun part starts, which is smoking the cigars that you're pretty sure are not going to work.
Yeah, but we've got to do that, and that's it's interesting because one manufacturer that we talked to, they didn't make the pass the grade the first time, and it was interesting that again their COO knew the reason why they didn't, because he started pressing the rep on why aren't we selling these guys, and they're like, well, they review the cigars, and it's kind of like, they what? And a lot of these guys buy it because of the deal. We don't buy it because of the deal. We buy it because it better be good.
Right.
And it was kind of a split 2-2 when we did our evaluation. But apparently I was smoking the wrong cigar. And I was comparing it to a line that didn't work here on our floor. But I smoked one of the cigars that he suggested that I should smoke based on what my palate was. It was very good.
Okay.
So I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give it a shot for sure. Put people in chicken suits and have them duke it out. Have you
I
ever
like
smoked
that.
a swollen cock? Yep.
Well,
Rodney Smith is in. Sir Dopeness is
Sir
in.
Dopeness is in.
We got Mike is in.
Larry is in. I see Larry on a lot of other lives and stuff. So apparently this is a big part of his day. Obviously he's waiting.
Speaking
for
of
our
cocks.
show. Speaking of it, look at that guy.
Larry. Larry is awesome. He just
Larry's
needs
awesome.
to move on down. What do we got? We gave this away. Talked about that. How are we sitting?
So we've got a great car show going on today. The weather is absolutely perfect. Apparently it's going to rain all next week, but it's perfect today. And we're just having a good time.
I'd say so.
Did you see anything else in the show that really kind of intrigued you?
You talking booties?
There was a lot of those.
Yeah, lots of booties.
The
Eyelashes. Eyelashes.
eyelash
spandex, and
business
booty.
is big right now.
Yeah. I saw a lot of stimmies getting
A lot of
depleted.
stimmy checks went towards the.
The flight to Vegas and then the accoutrement that goes around it.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's just no shame in Vegas.
no.
It is. Here
No.
are all of my insecurities about myself for you to enjoy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There
That'll
was.
rattle around in your brain.
Did you notice that the coffee shop that we went to was the closest thing to where to get something if you're at the pool, and a lot of the
God
There
bless
was-
you, new swimsuit designers. That's
Yeah,
all I gotta say.
yeah.
is God bless you.
there's not a lot of fabric being used.
No,
these
very
days.
efficient with the use of
very
fabric.
yeah, very efficient.
Yeah.
There's a A lot of ass windows on those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just to get a cup of coffee in the morning was different. But yeah, there were a lot of people that were wearing things that they probably should have checked in the mirror first.
Oh, but that's yeah. All right,
That's
we won't
Vegas.
run
That's
through
very
that. Yeah, we
Vegas.
won't run through that.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's solid. Now we've got to regroup. We've got to get together as a team, figure out what's going to be best to unveil and bring into the humidor for you guys. Get our stuff ready for pipes, and then we've got events that are coming up.
Yeah.
So it's that time.
Yep, it's that time. We got a lot of stuff that is hitting the shelves right now. Toro just showed up. We had a lot of products show up this week. Gran Habano showed up. A lot of Patoro showed up. I was really excited to see that. So there's a lot of goodies that are coming in. Atabay showed up last week before we left. Looks like half of it's gone already.
Yep.
And Bandoleros are still selling like crazy. So if you haven't had a Bandolero, do that because they are really, really smoking good right now.
Yep.
And but that's
That's it.
We're just getting caught up, trying to still digest some massive meals that we had, and just a lot of late nights or early mornings.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's a good trip.
So that's about everything we've got for you. We appreciate you taking your time on a Saturday morning to join us. Good to be back. Good to smoke
It is
a house.
good to be back.
Woo. And come in and join us.
Yeah, come in. We'll tell you some stories.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke some cigars.
We got plenty of those. So
Yes.
until then, we shall see you.
See you next.